Welcome everybody to J Sports. This is the Cowboys breakdown, post-game analysis, and oh my God, what a terrible game by the Dallas Cowboys. Make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe, and press that post notification bell so you never miss honest, pure content like this. Not like them other sports shows that just, oh, well, the stats were this, and Dallas struggled. No, I'm going to give it to you like it is. The Dallas Cowboys were absolutely awful. Let me move this soda. They were just bad. They were down most of the game. They were down 30-0, especially in the third quarter. 30-0. How? But then they got some points late in the third quarter or late in the fourth quarter. It was one of those. It hides what was one of the worst showings I've seen from Dallas that I've seen Dallas have in a really long time. Like since, I don't know, Mike McCarthy joined the Cowboys? Like since he joined the team? That performance today was bull, unacceptable, ridiculous, and garbage. Horrible, terrible, sucky, whatever word you can come up with. It's fine that if we're at 6-2. I'd rather be at 7-1. I'd rather be, 7-0 and 8-0. But hey, but this loss here just isn't feeling right. It doesn't feel good. Everything that could go wrong did go wrong for the team. They couldn't get any third downs early on offense. They were 1 of 9 to start the game, about 0 of 3 on fourth down. Even when they did something well, say like block a punt, which could have changed the game completely for Dallas, it could have changed the momentum in their favor. You get Nashawn Wright, who touches it behind the line of scrimmage, and I guess that's a fumble on the line of scrimmage or something on the fumble on the punt. I didn't know that was a rule in the NFL. Again, Oscar's more skilled at this than I am. My friend Oscar Montiel, but boy, the Dallas Cowboys just looked just like Washington looked against Green Bay. Washington won by 7 or got lost by 7. And Dallas still lost. The Broncos recover it after that fail by Nashawn Wright. They gain about 4 yards. They then go to first down. Then they go and score on that drive. Dak Prescott was inaccurate for the majority of the game. And when he was accurate, his receivers dropped the football. Left tackle Terrence Steele was awful. He sucked. And right tackle La'el Collins wasn't any better, much at all. The defense couldn't stop Javontae Williams. Only a few players showed up in this game. Shout out goes to Micah Parsons and, of course, Zeke Elliott, who played through some injuries. He played all right, did pretty decent. Dalton Schultz made some plays late in the game. All the confidence that had been going for the Cowboys into the game, it all went away by kickoff. It's like something went off. This was the worst game in a really, really long time. Now, of the offense's 16 points and 290 total yards, all 16 of them came on their final 2 drives. 75 yards and then 65-yard scoring drive. Oh, come on. In the first half of the game, there was a point where Dak tried passing to Lamb, but, I think he thought that Lamb was going to speed up and move vertically, but instead he didn't. He slowed down, and of course, he did miss Noah Brown as well. He was able to roll to his right and roll to his left, and so I'm not sure, like others were saying that the injury was played, that it had played a role. I'm not sure that the injury played a role at all today. I think he's fine. I really do. I just don't know what happened. Couple weeks off and he's that bad? My goodness, what a terrible game. Jeez, by Dak as well. They allowed 16 points in the first half, and then they allowed 14 points in the second. The defense didn't play great either. There's nothing good that came out of it for the Cowboys, although they did get some sacks. They sacked Bridgewater 4 times, so that's kind of where the positives end as for the team as a whole. Zeke had an injury, like I said, but like a knee injury, I guess, but he came back in the game, and this was good because Tony Pollard didn't have much going on for himself at all either. Maybe a run or something like that, but otherwise it was just silent for him. Make no mistake about it. A lot of times people say, whoa, they did great because of the quarterback. But when the quarterback does bad, you have to absolutely call it out. And I love me some Dak Prescott, but I'm an honest Dallas Cowboys fan. Dak Prescott played terrible today. Let's call it like it is, all right? He was out there for a quarterback drive for a 2-point score. Not sure it was the right thing to keep him out there for that. I'm not sure I would have him out there for that. There's no way around it. It wasn't good today. That is true for almost every player and coach for the entirety of the game. Terrence Steele isn't a left tackle. Not good at all. The Cowboys' offensive line got beat by a backup Broncos offensive line. The Cowboys' defense got beat by an injured Broncos offensive line. That was a terrible showing for the Dallas Cowboys. When the passes weren't accurate, Dak's receivers didn't bail Dak out. They didn't bail him out. And when they were, people like Amari Cooper and Pollard, they all dropped the big time plays. Cooper got hit in the chest and he just dropped the damn ball. Oh my God. It just gets even worse. Trevon Diggs, I love Trevon. He's actually one of my favorite players on the team. But man, Tim Patrick beat him multiple times. He just beat up on him. There were times where he could have had a good play, but Patrick beat him twice for a touchdown. He just didn't do very well at all in this game. I'm sorry, but he didn't. Javontae Williams was running all over the Cowboys. They couldn't even stop him. They were missing tackles left and right. Their trench play was horrible. Receivers had issues catching the football. Dak was under pressure more than he's been at all this season, more than usual. Oh, man. Okay. Let's talk Osa Odigizua, okay? Because he's, aside from another player I'm going to get to, he's one of the guys that really did great. As defensive tackle, I was impressed by him in the first half. But look, him and another guy, and Parsons and all of them, they got tired in the first half. They were tired. They look kind of like the 2020 run defense. I'm serious. Let's get to Micah freaking Parsons. He played awesome today. He's the one player where you can say, hey, it's not his fault, because it really wasn't. And let me read you his stats. He had 11 tackles, 2.5 sacks, 3 tackles for loss. I mean, come on. He just built on a good game performance that he had from last week, and he was off the charts awesome, and the team let him down just like they just let everybody down. This was quite a terrible game. I could say more, but I don't want to. I don't mind being 6-2. I mean, I do, but I don't. Except I do just because of how they lost. If they'd only lost by like 7, maybe it was a field goal, okay, I get it. But there was no fight. None. The ground game was quiet. The running game was quiet. The defense was flat. Everything came out flat. Even Oscar's team, the horrible Washington football team, proved they could do better than Dallas. Oh, God, if we're going to go against the Raiders in a couple weeks, and then Washington on December 12th and 26th, whew. Guys, I am scared. I am scared. I'm telling you right now. Dallas needs to do something. Who do you blame? I don't know. I blame everybody. I blame McCarthy. I blame Quinn. I blame John Fossil. I blame, Jones, because he had something to do with it. Every fan knows that for Dallas. I blame everyone. You can say, hey, Dallas came back from an injury. His arm wasn't injured. I'm sorry, but those throws were not great. And for his receivers, there's no excuse here today. None. So, I know I'm angry, but it's just because I love this team, and I know they can do better. They're not at the place that they are because they did terrible. They're at 6-2 because they've done really well. Anyway, thank you for listening and watching my rant, listening to my rant and watching it. Make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. Press the post notification bell so you never miss another one of these videos. And I will get to the terrible, awful, horrendous loss that the Golden Knights had today. Boy, it's like my teams just don't know how to win. All right, I'll see you next time.